What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Feast, episode 20. I can't believe we've made it already to 20 episodes already. I am Delthius, and joining me tonight, I've got JetEriksen with me. What's going on, man?
Hey, and thank you for inviting me, well, rather, thank you for letting me get on. I did ask myself, but I'm doing very well. How about you?
I can't complain, man. Yeah, man, I'm always happy to have you on, man. We had a great tournament we casted together. I apologize, everybody. I wasn't able to do a show on Tuesday night. I had to travel for work. That happens from time to time. And I also apologize. I got a lot of replay submissions, guys, so thank you very much to everybody who submitted. But there was recently a new patch that just came out and then a hot fix right after that. So a lot of the replays are desynced, and I don't like to do desynced replays just because sometimes they can be a little glitchy, and I want to make sure the quality of the show is top-notch for everybody out there. So we got a couple on the docket tonight, and then I was hoping maybe some of you glorious nerds in the chat might want to volunteer for some show matches, or possibly got some last-minute replays you can send me. That would be awesome. And if not, I might just fill the rest of the time doing a little bit of ranked solo. So either way, we'll do something here.
Hey, I mean, Onyx and the gentleman are already getting hot in the chat there, so maybe they want to duke it out here on stream.
Oh man, that would be fantastic. So yeah, if anybody wants to volunteer to do like a show match, best of 3, 1v1 or something on the new patch, that'd be really cool. It looks like you've been playing a lot, man. I haven't got the chance, so how do you feel about the changes?
I'm actually kind of liking the new rank system. In the old system, there was a cap set by rank 40, and then you'd have to go for streaks after that. But here, there's a more natural cap that feels better to play with, in that your rating can keep going higher, but if you lose more points if you have a very high rating. It just feels better than just going from, like, let's say 60 to 39. Yeah, I agree with that completely. I'm really interested to see the map fairness changes. Like, that seems the most dramatic to me. Like, the balance changes look pretty good. I like the landmine change. They weren't seeing a lot of use, but still a good unit if played right. And Toad was pretty strong, right? So getting a little bit of a nerf makes sense, and getting Skunk's a little bit of an HP buff, and Chameleon's a little bit of a damage nerf also makes sense to me. What do you think about the balance changes? Well, speaking of Toad, you do have to keep in mind that their damage actually got buffed, while the nerf was only to their health. They're actually on 9-3 now instead of 8-2, so I definitely think with those changes that they're to see playing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Myself, at least.
The AoE damage got buffed. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. So, yeah, and then can be denied. That seems pretty neat. So we'll have to see how that works out.
Indeed, I think that'll be very interesting, and something that'll make me very happy, because it seemed very annoying to see a dead Toad still explode.
Right. Alright, guys, well, without any further ado, let's hop into match number 1, Psychopath vs. Xja. Are you ready?
Yeah, just give me a little countdown.
Alright, let's do it, man. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, spawning in the 6 o'clock position, we've got Xja. And in the 11 o'clock, we've got Psychopath. And I believe both these guys, whoever submitted this, is a new submitter, so super cool for that. Big shout out to these guys for popping in a new replay, man. So what do you think of these builds? We got the Drumfire Cannon. You don't see that too often. No,
I don't see the Drumfire Cannon too often, and I think there's good reason for that. It's just very, very slow, but I think it could work, like on this map, because you can easily close off a good part of this map with just one Drumfire Cannon. So right. On this map, Drumfire Cannon could be very, very good.
Yeah, and Xja's gonna have to do something like that to kind of muscle out into this map, right? Like, his only expansion options are a little bit far away from him, and he's gonna have to deal with that high ground as well. So I think maybe that 3 o'clock base, it would make the most sense for his first expansion, but we'll see if we even get there, because Psychopath is geared up for a 5-farm double warren attack here. Let's see if it works out for him.
Yeah, let's see. He did queue a farm, though, which is going to slow his squirrels significantly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like that much of an aggressive play. If he wanted to go for aggression, he probably shouldn't have queued the farm so that his squirrels could come out faster.
Yeah, that is a good point. And maybe what he's trying to do is get a little bit of an army up to start securing that high ground around his base a little better, right? Like with that warren placement, which makes a lot of sense. If you're spawned on the low ground like that, you really need to put your warrens on the high ground. But here we go. He's moving out with a couple squirrels. I think Xja will have enough squirrels out in time if he micros correctly here. We'll have to see. No, does manage to get those Warrens there, so that's going to put Psychopath in a great spot if he keeps his aggression on.
Yeah, Psychopath can just keep going here, and he actually is looking like he can just end the game right now, but his commander does die, which is going to be very sad for him, but I think the Squalls, even though his commander is dead, can still do a very good job.
You'll have to see if he overextends. I mean, he's got a lot of damage done, right? Like, he took out 2 pigs. He's looking for a 3rd. Is he going to get it? He hasn't had any kind of micromanagement until just now, because as Jet was saying, the commander was dead, so... Overall, I'd say that was a pretty successful attack.
Yeah, that went very, very well for a Psychopath here, but I don't think this is a game-ending blow. Not since he just can't keep up the pressure now that the Extra is returning in the game, and for Psychopath only just got his 8 farms. He's trying to use his lead to gain more farms though, which I think is a good move.
Man, I love that little mine placement out of Psychopath on that little choke right there. I don't know if we're going to see it happen, but if it does... Now, you need a couple mines to blow up tier 1 units, right?
Well, you need... 1 mine can of course kill 1 T1, but I think you need like 2 or maybe 3 to kill a bunch of T1s. But even if you could just hit with 1, you can still weaken their army and then engage on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just kind of soften it all up. And Psychopath went for a pretty quick expansion. He threw that down around 215. I like Extra's follow-up because he's not going to be able to really get in there and punish because Psychopath took that early lead against him, right? So instead he just decides to take his own expansion.
Yeah, Psychopath's going to try to die with the mole, but Extra is not going to fall for such a cute trick. Still, I think Psychopath is very much ahead here. Of course, Extra is getting a bigger army now, but it's very, very insignificant. The size is not that big a difference. But Psychopath also has 3 extra farms, which is huge.
Well, if Extra can manage to get this Drumfire Cannon up, he's going to be in a really good spot. I mean, Psychopath did have a good lead, but he put a lot of that money into his expansion, right? So his attack to try to destroy that Drumfire failed, and time's almost up, man. That Drumfire's in a pretty good spot. I mean, maybe a little more north would have been better, but I guess his rationale was, you know, trying to expand the attack path going into the main a little bit as well, too, you know?
I am actually quite fine with this Drumfire Cannon. Not only does the cannon protect the farm, but it's back enough so that the army can also defend the cannon without having to overextend.
Yeah, that's a good point, and it should at least let him feel comfortable taking that 3rd base and, you know, maybe leapfrog another cannon up eventually. If he could, imagine if he took that base to the left of Extra's expansion, right? If Extra did, and then he got a cannon, you know, up on that high ground, maybe to the northeast of it, like that would be very hard for Psychopath to deal with.
Indeed. Already now he actually has the territory to get the Drumfire Cannon up on the hill, and that could be very good, but he does have to have a bigger army than he has right now to do that.
Yeah, and Extra went pretty crazy on his expansion, man. He farmed it up to 8 farms immediately. I do want to note that Psychopath did take that campfire over in the 7 o'clock position, so keep that in mind. And it's going to be hard for Extra to really punish that. I mean, maybe with his Falcons, he can micro those over there, you know, but he doesn't want to move his entire army out of position just to go kill that campfire.
Of course he doesn't. There's no reason really to do that. I would like to see Psychopath launch an attack now, but I don't think he knows enough. Oh, there comes the Drumfire Cannon. He's really trying to leapfrog it up now, but I don't think Psychopath is going to allow that. No. He's actually going to take it out while Extra is not watching the cannon.
Ooh. Yeah, it wasn't able to get in there and sell it. If you're a new player, guys, you can actually sell your buildings even while they're being built. You know, if they take damage, you'll get less money. So Psychopath basically just got 180 food for free there, which is going to solidify the lead. He already had even more. He's got all these Falcons in his army. Now he's got the Ferret to poke. You know, the pressure's on for Extra here.
I really didn't like to see, like, when you place a structure, this is a very good tip for you new people up there, remember to defend the structure until it's done building, especially for very important things like Drumfire Cannon and Olympus.
Damn, man. Psychopath just annihilated Extra's army. He stepped up a little too much into the Drumfire Cannon, but this is a really good response out of Psychopath to build all these Falcons, but he really underestimated the power of the squirrels on the ground. Loses a ton of Falcons there, man, and that might give Extra a chance to get back into this game.
The ferrets do have the same range as the drumfire cannon, but it's very important to note that if you use the ferrets to poke them, that the drumfire cannon has less vision range than the range of the ferret, which means if the commander's not there, you can poke it for free.
Yeah, this whole game is going to come down to muscling for these two middle gristmills, because I highly doubt we're going to get in a situation where they split the difference, right? Like, it's going to be one player who captures both of these, essentially, or at least just captures one and denies the other from their opponent. So I don't see this game lasting a lot longer. This map is actually really forcing these players to be aggressive here.
I'm very much liking this map, actually.
I mean, I was a little worried for Psychopath because that high ground all around his main base, you know, but it didn't really come into effect this game.
So we see Extra actually going up to 12 Falcons here. Interesting choice, but I don't know if it's a good choice. I think he should go for more scrolls just to have a wall in front of his Falcons to protect them, because Falcons don't have a lot of health.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. It's so tempting because Falcons are so strong to get a composition like what Extra has, right? Where you just have so many of these Falcons, but they gotta have a front line, man. You know, maybe that hyper late game, if you really are gonna sell out for your tier 1, you gotta have something like an Owl at the very least, right? To produce all those grunt units to go up and tank the front line for you.
Owl and Falcon is a great combo.
Yeah. But
Deals with pretty much anything.
Man, Psychopath did manage to get that third base, and look at the way he's positioning himself. There's no way he's going to allow Extra to ever take that third base himself. So he's in a really dominating spot here.
Just watch Psychopath here. He's just being very sneaky here. I like watching that. Look at that. All the free value there he's getting.
Beautiful
But his
play.
Falcon's out of position now, so it's going to be an engage here. And that's going to be nasty.
Damn, dude. Look at all those Falcons from Extra, just annihilating Psychopath's main army completely. Like, maybe I was just totally wrong. I mean, granted, Psychopath didn't have the Falcons there himself, but these 16 Falcons out of Extra just came in and dominated Psychopath, and now we're in a base race here.
And I think Psychopath's going to win it because of the campfire here, so congratulations to Psychopath for winning that one. Good game.
Yeah, really cool game, man. That was definitely a good one. Thanks for the submission, guys.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird to see Psychopath go for Uncle Butters and Ferrets this game, though. Like, okay, the Ferrets make more sense, but Uncle Butters against 18 Falcons, that's a little, that's a little bit brave. Let's put it like that.
Sky Raider, you said you sent me a replay. I do not see it in my inbox or on my Discord. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm a liar. Cool, man. Awesome. Ooh, DJ Soak for Sky Raider. That's going to be a great one. Thanks. And also, if anybody is interested in doing maybe like a best of 3 1v1 match, man, let me know. It'd be great to fill a little time here. And I do want to apologize again, guys. I had a lot of replay submissions this time around. So thank you very much, everybody who did submit, but I do not mess with desynced replays anymore. I used to when I started, and you get some bad results every now and then. So I unfortunately had to get rid of most of the replays that were submitted to me. So I'm sorry, guys. If you did submit and you're not on this list here tonight, this very privileged small list, then shoot me a new replay. Maybe you playing tonight or tomorrow night or something. I'd be happy to get you on the next show on Tuesday.
We also have a question here from Ryun. I butchered that name completely. In a base race, does a depleted campfire count as a base? The answer to that question is yes, it does.
Really? Like it counts as like having a gristmill? Like you'll still be starving, but you're not going to get knocked out of the game? Interesting. Now, yeah, I believe that is Onyx in the chat, the Huai Ryun. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is Onyx. And speaking of Onyx, we're going to hop into game number 2 here, Onyx versus Sky Raider. Are you ready, JetEriksen?
Yes, give me that countdown.
All right, man. 3, 2, 1, go. It's a desync, but we're going to try it. I remember talking to him about this one. All right, spawning in the 1 o'clock, we've got Sky Raider. And in the 9 o'clock, we've got Onyx. Yeah, so this replay is the new patch, but it's post-hotfix. And Onyx kind of tested it beforehand and said he thought it wasn't glitchy or anything like that, so we're going to give it a shot. And maybe these guys have some history because Sky Raider went for a 4-farm turret here. Maybe afraid of a mole rush, or maybe perhaps he scouted his opponent. I wasn't quite paying attention to that. Recognized 4-farm build out of Onyx, right, and built the turret just to be safe. Is that what happened?
Onyx is a good player, and I know he's in chat right now, but this is what we call the mole PTSD. Do not react to moles that are not there, people. It's going to put you slightly behind.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if they have history together and he knows. I mean, Onyx does have moles in the build, right? So maybe Sky Raider expects that out of Onyx, or I think what did happen there was maybe Onyx didn't queue his 5th farm. They're both in the chat, so I'm sure they can let us know. I apologize I missed that, but it is a pretty important detail. I don't want to keep mulling on it because, you know, you can't just build something like a really fast turret without any information about it, and Sky Raider thinks he's got an edge here.
You didn't want to be mulling on? You set that one up.
Oh man, don't make me laugh, Jet. I got a cough. Man.
Sorry, I'll try and avoid that.
It's all good. I'm just messing around. But Sky Raider's really taking advantage of this high ground here. He almost gets that farm, and he's really like, I hate being in this position Sky Raider is in at the moment because I feel so committed to this, right? Like, I want to get that pig, and it doesn't look like it's gonna happen here for Sky. He did get a few units together. He's gonna try one more time. Yeah, I think Onyx probably got the better end of that engagement.
And now Sky Raider is going to be behind in eco, and he's slowly losing these squirrel wars because Onyx has another warden.
Right. Yeah, the big difference here is just the amount of farms that they're on. Like, you know, they're kind of evening out in units, and good play out of Onyx there to sell that 3rd Warren. You know, recognizing I'm not under, you know, immediate threat at the moment. Let me get my economy out just a little bit faster.
He's building a lot of food though, and I want to see what he's building. He's just going mass squirrels here, which it's not a bad choice here. I don't think really Sky Raider can stop a mass squirrel here at this point. It might be able to do some very, very good push here with this.
Yeah, you got
Falcon, so
right.
Falcons.
Nice. That's actually a good mind play out of Onyx there to show all those squirrels and then trick Sky Raider with the Falcon. I was tempted to go into visibility mode there, guys, but I heard I think was it you, Jed? Somebody was talking about a glitch with visibility toggling right now, so I don't even want to touch that with a 30.5-foot pole.
It doesn't seem bugged in this replay. I'm just testing it out here. It seems perfectly fine here, but you can see in troubleshooting that I posted something if you're interested in seeing it.
Yeah,
well,
but
back to the game regardless.
Yeah, well, either way, Sky Raider should know now that the Tier 2 is coming, and he gets the ferrets himself, which, in a direct engagement here, if it comes out, you know, equal amounts of squirrels, and then Onyx having the falcons, Sky Raider having the ferrets, the falcons would come out on top in that engagement, so Sky Raider's got to use these ferrets very wisely to get the maximum value. I love that turret placement coming out of Sky Raider here.
Ooh, very nice turret indeed. He's going to protect his base, and he's going to be allowed to poke with his ferret from behind that turret there, which can be very efficient. And so the ferret starts poking.
And on the back end of this, Onyx does take the expansion faster than Sky Raider does, and this is a really frustrating position for Onyx, right? Because the ferret's going to sit here and just get free damage done, and you can't quite hard commit to it because of the turret. So it's a very careful dance you got to do here as Onyx. Excuse me, guys.
But I think once Onyx gets a little bit maxed up on squirrels and he has those 4 falcons, he can actually push into that. That might actually be very possible.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to handle this. You know, obviously if you get the numbers, which as the game's going right now, Onyx just might. He does have that extra expansion, but he decides to pull the trigger right here, right now, knowing those ferrets aren't going to help too much in a direct engagement, and he's got enough to roll over Sky Raider's exterior defenses here, and he's going to push the issue.
Exactly, just as I said, it's... Oh, he's going to go back here. Yeah, I think this is a wise choice to go back now. All his falcons for damage, he has a lot of damage units, so he can just sit and heal now.
Right.
But it was a very good engagement for Onyx here. He's just solidifying his lead strongly here.
Yeah, that's really the play you want to make after a big fight. It is really tempting to just kind of try to run in there and seal the deal, but, you know, pull back, you know, take the advantage, let your units heal, let them re-rally, and then come in for the follow-up push, which knocks Sky Raider out, so. Nice quick game. I love it, man.
Indeed,
good play.
And then he goes in and he just ends it here once he has his army massed up again.
So, Jet, I hear you got a tournament coming up, man.
Ooh, I have a tournament coming up, do I? Yeah, I do actually have a tournament coming up here. And if any one of you are interested in a very wacky and very memey tournament, there's a free-for-all tournament coming up that is called Wir Shall Kjalnes. Basically, we're playing on a map with no campfires, low gristmills, and plenty of chaos. 3 players, all chaos. So if you're interested in that, I think Delthius should put a link in the description.
Yeah, the link's under the Twitch profile page. I actually just linked a Google document in chat. Check that tournament out, guys. It's going to be on, January 6th at 12 p.m. EST. It's going to be a good one, man. Me and Jet, we're kind of talking. If somebody else wants to cast this one, man, I'll enter it and play for once. It'd be nice. So,
look, guys, we need someone to cast. I want to see Delthius play. I have not seen him play even once. It's very weird for me.
I'm the worst player, man. That's why you never see me play. I was like rank 1 on the old ladder. But all right, man. Right. Let's. So I got a Skyraider game, Skyraider for DJ, that I don't have on the list right now. If anybody in chat wants to do some show matches or has a last-minute replay, shoot it my way. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to fill time playing ranked games. But I see a lot of you guys in the chat, man. Let's do some show matches. If you see Onyx for Skyraider there and Skyraider wants to defend his honor, you guys want to do a show match or something, man, let us know. We'll get it going. But in the meantime, we're going to do a 2v2 match here. Number 3 on the list. Are you ready, Jet?
Yes, give me that countdown.
Alright, man, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Spawning on the right side of the map, we've got Premium Bow and Firmar. Uh-oh. And on the left, we got What Is a Phone and Skyraider. All the Premium Bow 2v2s I get, man, are always crazy games, so I'm already hyped for this one.
Yeah, you often see Premium Bow just opening a lot of 2v2 lobbies in unranked, and well, there's some fun games, but just be careful, because Premium Bow does like to maul people. And speaking of him liking to maul people, there we go, he's already mauling people.
Yeah, I like Skyraider's turret. He's like, you're on your own, man. I'm gonna defend here. And look at Firmar with the follow-up to the bull, trying to take this Gristmill. Nice attempt by Premium Bow. He does manage to get out and keep his mole alive, which is good. But they're gonna push this issue, man, and try to take this high ground right underneath their opponent's nose.
Oh, look at that. That mole there is trying to get that. Okay, the forward ground now is gonna... Oh, the turret is actually in range of the mill.
Beautiful, man. Good job out of Skyraider. Good game sense here, knowing that turret's gonna be in range and knock out that Gristmill basically for free, as Skyraider can just sell these turrets off after they get their business done here, so... Great response.
That's gonna put Firmar and Premium Bow quite a bit behind here, having to both use moles and being pretty much denied and having a mill go down like that. That's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big investment. I know 60 food doesn't sound like a lot, but it's kind of an exponential thing, right? 60 food at the very beginning of the game is enormous, compared to 7-8 minutes in. And Firmar, again, with the sneaky plays, trying to grab this campfire. I figured What Is a Phone would catch him there, but he actually did not, so he might get away with it.
What Is a Phone instead managed to actually kill a mole here, which is Squalls. And I'm a little bit sad that What Is a Phone is not pushing that advantage, because Firmar and Premium Bow didn't actually have anything to really defend with.
Yeah.
They're going into Snakes now, though, and I'm not sure Snakes are going to do very well against what the Skyraider and What Is a Phone has.
I don't think Premium Bow and Firmar care how well it's going to do, Jet. I think they're about to have a lot of fun here. Dude, double Snake Rush. So we're going to have 4 Snakes on the map for our green and blue team against their opponents who are playing pretty stand-up. So, I don't know, man. Maybe with a little bit of micro, some good tagging on these Tier 1 units, they could get something done.
Sadly, though, that campfire and a balloon and a snake goes down here, which is really sad to look at.
Yeah.
This is really looking dark for Premium Bow and Firmar here.
Trying to get out those last-minute moles, but unfortunately don't manage to get them up in time, and losing a couple more snakes is Premium Bow. So yeah, you're right, man. They're a little bit behind at this point, and What Is a Phone was able to secure, that Gristmill. Skyraider was able to secure the campfire, and they're looking like they're in pretty good shape here. So we'll have to see what the plan is out of Premium Bow and Firmar here. They want to get that fast owl.
Indeed, I do want to see some more farms from What Is a Phone, though. Like, he has built farms on his new mill, and I think his older mill would just be safer, and you would rather have your old mill exhausted before you go for the new one.
Right. Let's see, he's trying to find... I like the play out of Sky Raider. He was trying to sneak around and flank his opponent with all these lizards, but he got busted. He still was able to take this gristmill, and now he's trying to set up some turrets very aggressively, which is a good read because he realized his opponent, you know, went for so many snakes, which can't attack buildings, so...
Not at all, and I think actually he could just engage with his lizards and take out the mill, I think, at this point here. Yeah, 12 lizards and just that. But the drumfire cannon is going to go up now, which is going to deny that.
I like this little minefield in the middle of the map from Sky Raider's partner, What is a Phone, and yeah, Sky Raider cannot let that drumfire cannon come up, and it looks like What is a Phone is ready to bring some reinforcements to his bro here, but another drumfire cannon is already up for Premium Bow, so those squirrels are not going to get much done at all here.
At this point of the game, I think if Sky Raider and What is the Phone wants to win, they could just cap the mills in front of their base and just keep them in their base.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's all about contain, and this double fox play coming out of Sky Raider, man, I love it. Let's see if it actually works out for him. And
yeah, so I think the only advantage that Firmar and Premium Bow can actually try and salvage right now is that Firmar is getting owls. And if he can get a lot of owl value, they might be able to come back in this game.
Yeah, but they've got to expand, man. That's the only thing that's unfortunate for them. You know, Premium Bow's Drumfire Cannon is defending his main and his partner's main fairly well, but it's not really defending any of these expansions around his base, so they've really got to get out on the map and muscle for position here, as we did just hit the 5-minute mark, and What is the Phone and Sky Raider's economy is very healthy here, so...
Mill in the north going down here, just mice getting up some free value there. I mean, there's nothing defending that mill, so we already know that Sky Raider just took it for territory, basically, so it's not a big loss.
Trying out these new skunks in Sky Raider, so let's see if that HP buff, I mean, they went up to what, 35 HP, I believe? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a good chunk of health, so let's see how these skunks are able to get in here and tank the front lines, but they still don't really have a solid answer to that Drumfire Cannon at the moment. But the Fox is out on the board, and that is now... Sky Raider's a great Fox player, man, so I'm very positive he's going to start racking up a ton of value. But good balloon in position.
There's a balloon, though, and there's a lot of mice that can just respawn for free that might just run at the Fox and be very scary, so...
Yeah.
That might be a little bit dangerous. I'm actually liking his army comp, though. It looks very silly, and I love it.
Oh, I had a new owl skin somebody sent me, and I thought I put it in correctly, but I guess I didn't, so I apologize, guys. That would have been cool to see. It's like a zombie owl. I'll have it on the next show for sure, but here we go. Premium Bow and Firmar are engaging, and those mice get a good wraparound on their opponent's army, but so much skunk gas is coming out. And you got the Fox on the back end, you got the Chameleons tanking. Overall, very well-rounded composition coming out of our red and yellow players here. They're able to deal with it for now, but they suffered heavy losses in the process.
Indeed, I would like to see from Sky Raider and What is the Phone. I'd just like to see, like, from Sky Raider specifically, I want to see lists come back into this build. I can use that T1. I mean, he doesn't really have anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's just trying to rely on the skunks for the front line, the Fox for the back line, and a ton of healing here. And they also do have the Bora in play on their side of the field, so really high-tech armies kind of starting to collide at the moment. And Premium Bow still really needs an expansion, man. That's the big story of this game, is that, you know, Firmar's expansion is under attack. Premium Bow really needs to get an expansion up himself, and, you know, Sky Raider and What's a Phone are just sitting back there with beautiful economies, or at least the capability to get them. Sky Raider, you know, needs to saturate up a little bit more, but he's still doing fine. He's got the potential to do so.
I think the reason why Sky Raider isn't doing that is because he wants to put that money into army.
Right.
He wants to make sure that they cannot expand the opposing team here, and it seems to be working very fine because both Firmar and Premium Bow's economy is looking very bad.
Yeah, but this army composition from Sky Raider did not work out so well, man. He lost all his skunks, he lost the Fox, and The Fox was getting healed really hardcore, but at the end of the day, the poison was enough to take it out. So, Firmar and Premium Bow aren't in the worst position.
Indeed. Again, I'd like to see lizards. If you can run some lizards in, he can go for the owls, he can go for the snakes. He has a lot of options to just go in and take things out with his lizards.
But again, I think this game, Premium Bow and Firmar have been playing very well. They took some good engagements, but it's still just going to come down to expansions, man. Firmar did lose that critical second base in that last fight. He managed to build another one, but it's kind of a little too late now.
And I think if they somehow win, which they might because it's a very easy game, I think the story of this game will definitely be those 3 hours that Firmar is currently on. They can rack up a ton on 3 hours if they keep going.
Yeah, but good response, from Skyraider and What's-A-Phone to Mice, right? I mean, they got 2 boars out on the field, they got a ton of pigeons, they got a ton of skunks, so they're trying to clean this army up very cost-effectively.
There is so much AoE to just deal with those Mice here. The only unit I'd like to also see is Toes, but none of them have them in their build, sadly.
Here we go! Red and yellow decide now's the time to move out. Now's the time to pull the trigger. What's-A-Phone getting a little bit ahead in the engagement, letting the boards tank up a little bit of damage, get back to the back line, and heal back up. Managed to deny that second base from Firmar yet again. And they're going to push their advantage here and try to seal it out, but they are going to have to fight underneath these drumfire cannons, and they decide that that's not worth the engagement, which is correct. I mean, there's no reason to, right? You can just kind of wait for your opponents to die at this point.
Yeah, indeed, because look at that. Premium Bow has actually not taken the all farmers on his main base. There's actually 1 farm left on Premium Bow's base all the way to the north of it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, they're coming in again, trying to seal it out. This is the way to do it,
just not going to be allowed to expand.
Yeah.
Just allow them to expand, to sit there and starve them. We're really playing the starve game here.
Yeah, it's that boa constrictor style, right? Just don't let your opponent breathe at all. Every time they try to take a breath, squeeze in that much harder. Premium Bows.
Just look, boom, Bristol goes down again, and he's just not allowed to expand. Go back to starving. Firmar, though, does have a second mill now. I don't know if that will stay unspotted for long, but right now it's going to make sure he doesn't starve.
Yeah, man. If Premium Bow and Firmar could have muscled for a couple expansions earlier on, I think they would have been in a great spot this game. They took some really good engagements. They had some cost-effective trades, but that's the big thing about tempo and momentum in this game as well, right? Like, if we both have equal expansions, but the fight is at your base, if the fight goes in my favor, I'm going to be able to get economic damage done. You know what I mean? And that just happening over and over and over again is really what can decide games.
Oh, look at that Mice there just destroying the mill. Oh, he's actually going to take out Skyraider's mill there, which means Skyraider is also going to have a bad eco now, but at least he still does have 2 farms left on another expansion. What's-A-Phone is actually going into starvation mode now, bro.
Man, these owls are really starting to compound here. I don't know, man. If Firmar can seal this base, they might have a chance. They've really got to take these...
Owls are just getting that value.
Great play from Premium Bow. Getting in there with the Falcons, sniping that expansion from Skyraider, and... Man, they're taking such phenomenal trades this game.
I feel like that the reason why, oh my god, look, it's starving, is everyone except Firmar is starving right now. Holy, everyone is starving.
It's getting down to the wire here. Skyraider manages to get out of starving, manages to get this expansion back up and going, and I'm really worried about Premium Bow here.
I just feel like the reason why What's-A-Phone and Skyraider is losing against that, they have no units that can actually hit air. They can't do anything against the owls or the Falcons.
Oh my god! What's-A-Phone starves out!
No, it actually no. Oh my god.
Premium Bow and Firmar end up winning the game. Wow, what a great game, man. Fantastic.
That was so meme. Like, that was incredibly meme, and there were so many memey decisions in this game.
Oh, dude.
I don't even know what to say.
That game was beautiful. That was awesome.
Beautiful and very meme. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Oh god, I thought for sure Sky Raider and What's a Phone were gonna get it, man. But really good, crisp decision making at the end. You know, starting to bite back and denying those expansions of other opponents, and really utilizing those mice as often as possible was Furmar. So they did great. They stuck in there and they managed to take the win. So really cool.
Yes, very good. And oh my god, where are the anti-air units? That's like the big question I have for this one game here. But that was very fun to watch, and thank you for sending in the replay.
All right, so I've got the Gentleman and Onyx here. I believe the Gentleman sent this one in. After this, I've got to replay Sky Raider and DJ Soak. That's gonna be awesome. So if anybody's watching, man, you got to replay from like today or yesterday or whenever the hot fix was. You guys want to shoot it my way, or if you want to do a little show match, you know, best of 1, best of 3 or something, let us know, guys, and fill this out with more content for you.
Hold on, I don't know what your rules are here, but calm down with the swear words, Onyx. I've heard that you like your streams PG, so easy on those, Onyx. Thank you.
Oh man, yeah, he's a little salty about this one, man. So let's hop into game number 4 here, Onyx versus the Gentleman. Are you ready, Jet?
Yes, give me the countdown.
Let's do it, man. 3, 2, 1, go. So I think we're gonna see some lizard play. What do you think? All right, spotting in the 6 o'clock.
We've heard a lot about those. You know.
Spotting in the 6 o'clock position, we've got Onyx with the Fox in his deck. I like it. And in the 11 o'clock, we've got the Gentleman. This map is pretty crazy.
There's already action happening. The mole has been planted. And Onyx actually has no clear answers to moles, but his base isn't too easy to mole. Like, there's no exposed picks on that side of the map there, so Gentleman's actually just going to give up cell and go back.
Yeah, and since Onyx didn't have moles himself or turrets or anything like that, he did the best response that he could, right? You know, Warren in the back protected by the pigs, hopefully get a squirrel or 2 out in that situation is really your best bet, so no harm, no foul at this point.
Yeah, no, at least the map gen was good to him by putting the exposed pig at the very back of his base.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for Onyx to get out on this map, though. You know, if you take a look at it, a lot of the Gristmills look favored to the Gentleman. He's got that little pocket base there, which is going to be good. He was a little bit greedier with his economic opening than Onyx was, so he should edge out a slight lead as long as Onyx doesn't take advantage of a little timing attack window with his squirrels, but I don't think that's going to happen this game. And really the only thing that Onyx has going for him with this map gen is this campfire, you know, just to the right of his base. So we'll have to see when he decides to take that.
Indeed. And the Gentleman here is, he's getting his lizards up here, so right now I don't think that Onyx ever had a window for a timing attack here, because if you try to do that with the squirrels, they just get rolled over by the lizards, really.
Yeah, it's like what you said the first game, right? You know, if you want to go for that timing, you can't queue that farm up because it slows down your squirrel production. And you know, when you see somebody queue that farm up, they're just going for like a double warren, kind of safer opening, right?
Indeed.
So we hit that 8 farm, you know, a couple tier 1 Warren spots. The Gentleman's building a lot of lizards here, so he's going to try to probably be mean and run around and get to other sides of his base, but, you know, this high ground and the walls in the middle of the map are going to make it difficult for the Gentleman to kind of attack, you know, from both flanks often. So we'll have to see how he uses the lizards here.
Indeed, I don't think that the Gentleman will be much of a gentleman today, not in this game.
Yeah, building 18 lizards is pretty brutal, man. And here we go. He decides now's the time to move out. Let's see how he takes advantage of this. I mean, it's going to be hard for you know, the Gentleman to get around to that campfire side of Onyx's base. Hell, it's going to be hard for the Gentleman even to get on this high ground with these lizards. So, I'd like to see how he pulls this off.
The lizards will always find a way. Always.
Hey, man, that Swift is no joke, and Onyx deciding he's got a little bit of a window to get up to a tier 2 unit, gets a couple chameleons out, which is going to help a lot in the engagement. Let's see if he gets a few more tier 1 to back these things out, or what's he thinking? Looks like the Gentleman does manage to get the scout off on that tier 2, so in response to that, interesting, Onyx is going to change his tier 2 pick from chameleons to skunks.
Skunks might do just fine against that many lizards, but lizards are a little bit better against skunks than squirrels are because of how they spread out when they fight and because they're faster and can leave the skunk gas when they want to.
Yeah. Yeah, skunks are a lot more brutal against squirrels than they are than lizards for sure. But if you can kind of keep the fight in one location and stop those lizards from running around a lot, they can still work. It just really depends on...
They can indeed still work, especially with how many lizards there are, so it's very easy to get the gas down on a good amount of them.
God, man, the gentleman is just going crazy on these lizards, and it feels bad for Onyx that he's not running these toads, to kind of counter those lizards effectively, so... I like this play out of the gentleman, to be honest. He's macroing up, he's taking his time, and here's the big runaround push, and it's if he goes right now, Onyx is slightly out of position. He's got slow units, so it's gonna take time. Uh-oh. Oh, that's like the worst spot Onyx could possibly be as this attack comes out from the gentleman. He's gonna rush back to get into position. Let's see if the gentleman's gonna commit to the gristmill. Damn, and he snipes it.
Then he just runs right off with that down, and Onyx just is starving now and just has no economy. Rest in peace, Onyx's economy. And it's going to be really hard for Onyx to push with those two turrets there. Just doesn't really feel like he can. But he's going to attack two. That's his only real option here. Those so-so lizards there are just going to roll straight into him, straight into his army, and just obliterate him.
Yeah, it looks like Onyx barely kind of wins that fight, quote-unquote, but he's got nothing to back himself up, and the gentleman comes in with round number 2, and that's going to be enough.
Yeah, there's just nothing that he can really do here with no economy at all. Rest in peace, Onyx, and, he might want his honor back, so we might have to ask Skyraider and Onyx if they're up for something, now that we run out of replays.
Oh, man, so what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. I got some real good viewership here tonight, so thank you so much. And yeah, we do have one more replay, and I do want to apologize again for not being here on Tuesday. I do travel for work fairly often, and that was one of the unfortunate times when it, queued up with the TnTTV show, unfortunately. So let us hop into this DJ Soak vs Skyraider game. Let me shoot that over to you real quick, JetEriksen. Oh,
DJ
man.
Jet here.
DJ Jet.
I mean, you could call me Uncle Jet or something, that'd be fine. I mean, I'm already impersonating Uncle Butters for some reason, even though I think he's still the worst T3. Alright, let me just put this in my replays folder real quick.
Yeah, I need to do the same. And don't forget about JetEriksen's ridiculous tournament coming up, guys. I got the details underneath the Twitch profile page here. It's gonna be crazy.
Alright, I got the game.
Sweet. Ooh. What's up, Cyborg? So yeah, we got one more replay here, and if anybody wants to submit more, we can do that, or if anybody wants to do some show matches, we would love to. I don't want to force anybody. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. Just the new, and I want to reiterate, man, I did have like a ton of replay submissions. I think like 30 replays I got, and I just had to throw them all away because it was on the old patch, because we did just have this new patch come in, which I'm super excited for. I think everybody wanted a new rank system, and the balance changes all look great, and the new spawning for the maps should make some really cool games, a little bit less one-sided spawns, so you got the DJ vs Sky game loaded up here, Jet?
Yes, I'm ready. You just give me the signal.
Alright, man, let's rock and roll. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Spawning in the 11 o'clock position, we've got Skyraider. And in the 6 o'clock, we've got DJ Soap. And I think I've been seeing Skyraider playing Uncle Butter in almost every deck that I've seen him here tonight, which is really cool. I think he was in the chat talking about his rationale behind that a little bit, but Skyraider gets the scout off on DJ and recognizes he wasn't going for any kind of 4-farm mole shenanigans. Let's see how he responds appropriately. And, being a player like DJ, it's really good when you have this, this reputation of being a very aggressive player, right? Because then you can get away with doing things like fast 8 farm, and your opponents might not expect it out of you. And it looks like that might be what DJ's doing. No, of course he's doing mind games. Gonna sell off his farms. And it looks like he's going to come at Skyraider with 4 moles here.
Silly Delthius. Did you not expect DJ Soki to mull? He always mulls.
Hey man,
no
that's
exceptions.
That's not true. I've seen him go 8 farm before, every now and then, and that's what makes him a good player. You know, you got to mix it up. If you're literally mulling every single solid game, then your opponent's gonna expect it. And you know, you mind game Skyraider here, right? Like Skyraider got the scout that DJ was playing economically, so Skyraider went up to 8 farms. And then he comes in with this attack, gets some good damage done. He loses 4 moles there and kills, what, 3 pigs and a turret. So overall, I would give that to DJ.
I think that was a small win for DJ Soki. I do have to note he actually didn't lose all 4 moles. He did sell one of them at half HP and get half the value back. So that was a very nice sell from him.
Right. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see that in the heat of the moment, but you know, most good players will definitely try to sell their moles and keep them from totally dying. You can do the same thing with turrets as well, get a little bit of money back, and we'll have to see where this goes from here. I mean, that early game has given DJ the economic advantage, so we'll have to see what he wants to do with it. Maybe some kind of timing push with chameleons or falcons. We'll have to see. What do you think, Jet? What would you do if you're in DJ's position?
Right now, what I would do, I'd probably just like try and actually go for the second mill and be very greedy, because I like being greedy.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of army first, of course. Just don't go naked in for that. But something along those lines, because I know that Skyraider can defend that area in spaces on very well.
Yeah, and I think this map is kind of good for DJ in a longer game. That probably is the move to make, right? If you're DJ, you got that economic edge, you can kind of invest in it, you know, take it to the bank and compound some interest on it by taking an expansion and still being able to have basically the same army as your opponent. And this map isn't totally one-sided, guys. Like, I feel, you know, Skyraider's got a lot of assets available to him. He's got a nice natural expansion. He's got a nice campfire. And most games, you know, you don't always see games go to that 3 gristmill phase. So I feel like if both players kind of have a natural available to them, it makes the map at least, you know, fairly even, you know.
Yeah, this map doesn't look bad at all. Not at all.
I mean, it's gonna be easier for DJ if we get to that late game phase, but I'm banking on this game kind of going early to mid game, you know, with these players.
Yeah, I have actually yet to see a game where DJ Soki reaches the late game.
Oh, I've seen a few, man.
I have yet to experience that.
It is pretty nasty. He gets, you know, as unorthodox as he is in the early game, he gets very bread and butter from what I've seen his play at the late game, and just gets out really solid unit compositions with a lot of tier 1, a lot of falcons, and he can play the macro game, you know, fairly well too. So, but Skyraider isn't a slouch himself.
No, of course not. I wouldn't expect that from him. He's actually hiding some T2 warrants in the back here. He's going to double chameleon warrant here. Which is going to be very strong. Chameleons are still strong despite the small nerf they got with 1 damage. 1 damage is not that much. Yeah, and Skyraider has the economic edge here. You know, he did get that campfire out, and we're getting to that 4-minute mark. We're almost actually at 4:30 now. So these players really got to start making something happen. You know, their economies are about to get hit, and once that 5 minutes comes up here in a few seconds, and they either got to attack their opponents or start muscling for some expansion bases here. I'd still like to see DJ Soka go for that mill in front of his base. I think he can, like you can see on the territory, he can actually place a warren on the hill beside the mill and then take it. Yeah. So that the warren will also help with tanking and stuff. I feel like he could go for that play. Yeah, but it's almost like a tier 1 game of chicken we got going on here, you know, because if Skyraider sees DJ expands and Skyraider decides to put that money in his army and attack, you know, so both players are trying to stay cognizant of that, and Skyraider's ready to move out here. He takes a forward gristmill to help him tank. The chameleons come on, the toads engage on the chameleons, but nice connections Skyraider got on the squirrel line, and it looks like DJ's gonna hold. Maybe not, actually. Reinforcements from Skyraider coming in and helping him break the back of his opponent here. He's got to be really careful. Skyraider won that slightly, but I don't think it's game ending at all. Not at all. He can still push in here. DJ Soki's going to sell a lot of the stuff off, though, so that he can make sure that he doesn't get supply blocked. Yeah, I think the big story with that engagement was DJ's chameleons weren't quite at the front of his army at the very beginning, right? And some of Skyraider's toads did go off on the chameleons, but a few of those toads did manage to get the connections they needed on DJ's big squirrel ball.
And again, some more fantastic toe connections here.
Ooh, that was some nasty, nasty connection there. In comes the Chameleon here, but I don't know if it's in time. DJ Soga has already launched a lot of warrants, and those Chameleons, just not enough. I think DJ Soga is, well, he's not dead, but I think he's like at death's door right now. He is very close to losing this.
Yeah, let's see what he decides. He sells off the tier 2 warrants. Pretty smart play. He recognizes he's not going to be able to get that up again, so he tries to sneak this expansion that you might not notice, but Skyraider being very vigilant on his scouting and almost had some, star sense there. Basically, immediately as DJ placed that expansion down, it gets scouted by Skyraider, so he should be in a good spot. DJ floating a lot of money right now. Oh, he's going to go for a mole all in here. Let's see if it works.
Oh, there's no doubt. Oh, he is. Oh, there we go. That's the DJ stuff here, I know.
Oh, man. You know what? If you're going to lose a game, you might as well go out and blaze the glory here. So, let's see, man. I feel like Skyraider should be fine holding this, but Skyraider did just sell off his toads, and TJ sells most of his mines, or most of his moles. Forgot a couple. Maybe, hopefully that wasn't a mistake there. Interesting fake out, like... It wasn't really a fake out, like DJ wanted to do that, but I think he sized up Skyraider's army. It was like, yeah, this isn't going to work mathematically, and cut his losses,
Indeed, like those moles are just not going to cut it against that. He's going to try to stick those moles again, but Skyraider is just, no, they're not allowed. Can't do that.
Damn. 140-ish food for free from DJ Soak there in the dead moles, and Skyraider's in a good spot, man. DJ doesn't have any warrants. All he's trying to do, I think what he's trying to do is hope Skyraider moves out to take his expansion, and then he can come in and base race with the moles. But Skyraider, very smartly, is only moving out with his chameleons on that base, so leaving his main squirrel army behind for the defense against DJ's harassment.
Skyraider is respecting the power of moles here, and indeed that Chameleon can easily just take down 3 pigs and then just go straight for the expansion.
Oh my god.
DJ is trying very hard, but I don't think he can. No, not at this point in the game. I think Skyraider has won this.
Yeah, he's just
still trying.
He's just having fun at this point. These guys know each other, and that's going to be the game. Fantastic match. Good attacks out of Skyraider. Some great toad engagements. Really helping secure that victory for him.
Yeah, oh god, just look at the army value graphs here. TJ Soga is like, poof, explodes, and then it goes down again because moles.
Oh man, that was fun. Alright. So what's up, guys? Do we have any more submissions for tonight, or does anyone want to do some show matches? If not, I might just spend the next hour doing some rank games.
You know what? I have actually an idea here. Admittedly, it's almost 3 a.m. here. I'm kind of tired, but I do have 2 replays.
Yeah. Send me. All right, send me those replays, man. Let's do those.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna send you those, and then I'm probably gonna head to bed and watch you while I'm trying to sleep. Yes, that sounds like a good idea to me. Here's me against Jet versus Skyraider. Here's some 2 games for you.
Sweet.
You have fun casting those. I think I'm actually going to say goodnight for you for now.
Yeah, 3 a.m. is pretty late, man, so I appreciate you hanging out with me, dude. It's always fun, man. I wish the time difference wasn't so much, man, because we could definitely do this more often,
Yeah, you'd have to reschedule your show and stuff. That actually would have to, like, if I would have to come here often, that would kill me.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in tonight, man, and casting with me. It was a blast. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm gonna go and lay in my bed, probably with my phone, and just watch the stream.
Hell yeah.
Have a good time streaming.
All right. Take care, Jet. Everybody give Jet a round of applause. He did great tonight, and we'll catch him next time.
Oh, also, shameless plug. I stream too. Go watch me. Thank you.
Right on. All right, man. Take care.
Good night.
All right. Looks like you guys are just stuck with me for the next hour. So how's it going, everybody? They sent some replays earlier today, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I tried those, man, and they were desynced. Like, I think it's the hot fix that happened, which I'm sure the replays are probably healthy, but I've been in a similar situation and had glitch games before, man, so I don't want to chance it. But I did get a couple more replays here, so we'll go into these. If anybody wants to do show matches, let me know. If not, I'll just do a little bit of ranked play. I actually want to play ranked because I haven't got a chance to, and check out the new system. So we might just do that for maybe a half hour or so. Let's get into this game right here. Some more Skyraider action. He's kind of the star of the show tonight, it looks like. So we got JetEriksen versus Skyraider. Let's do it. Spawning in the 5 o'clock position, we've got Skyraider. And in the 12 o'clock, we've got JetEriksen. Now this map, the spawning position, you know, I gotta check the balance patches again, but I could have sworn they specifically said something about spawning so close to high ground. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but yeah, we see that still happening here for Skyraider, so that always puts you in a weird position mentally when this happens to you guys, because you gotta secure that high ground on top of your base, because if JetEriksen managed to come over here with a handful of squirrels, he could really get on top of that pig line and devastate your economy, so really gotta be careful with stuff like that. I imagine Skyraider will definitely put his first couple warrants up there, but so far no aggression out of these guys. I mean, taking it easy. Looks like that 8 farm opening, I love it. It's a good play to keep in your build. You know, if you're a competitive player, you want to play in some tournaments or something, you know, I'd really recommend trying out all the different openings. You know, the 4 farm double warren aggression, the 5, 6, 7 farm warren opening, you know, that's safe, and then that 8 farm economic opening, because they're all really good in different situations. And, you know, I've talked about it before, but in any RTS game, you know, there's kind of this trinity between aggressive, safe, and economic openings where it's a little bit rock, paper, scissors, right? Like, if you go aggressive and I go economic, you're going to beat me. But if you go aggressive, I go safe, I'm going to get ahead of you. And then if I go safe and you go economic, then you'll get ahead of me. I probably should have kept that. I think I switched who was getting ahead who in certain spots explaining that, but I think I said it all right. So far, nothing crazy this game. Let me take a look at these maps. You know, Skyraider, you know, besides having this awkward high ground outside his base, the rest of his setup's not too bad here. If he successfully secures this, you know, it gives him access to this campfire. He's got a couple gristmills over here that kind of expand into his territories, and obviously this one right outside, so he's not in a bad spot. And, you know, JetEriksen didn't get totally screwed on this map either. He's got at least a natural expansion, which, you know, that's what I'm starting to think. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but, you know, the maps are never going to be really balanced down the middle. That's kind of a symptom of RNG maps, right? So I feel like, you know, since most games go to that 2-base kind of mid-game style, as long as you've got, like, a reasonable expansion you can take, you know, you've got a chance in the game. The only time I'd really say a map is, like, favored towards one player is if his opponent just didn't have any expansion options available at all. So nothing like that happening here, nothing extreme. So these guys are pretty mirror at this point. The only difference is that Skyraider is opting to throw a couple lizards into his composition, which I think is good. You know, versatility, variety is normally a big deal in any RTS game, having that well-rounded composition. The lizards are going to fare a little better against the skunks. And JetEriksen going for an expansion, which should get scouted by Skyraider. He's normally really on top of his scouting, which is a very good quality to have as a Tooth and Tail player. And Skyraider's got his campfire for now and decides to take a very reasonably timed expansion himself. 315 expansion is just fine. JetEriksen's was reasonably timed as well. Nothing super greedy, maybe a little bit earlier, but not too bad. Yeah, now we're... You know, it's interesting how games of Tooth and Tail can evolve differently, right? Because we see a lot of really scrappy maps, you know, scrappy engagements, you know, guys going back and forth, that kind of thing. And then you see these kind of Cold War arms race deathball styles where, you know, you got to think about it. We're almost at 4 minutes here, so if these guys were trading armies back and forth, being super scrappy, you wouldn't see the army value out of these players, because instead of building more squirrels, you know, 3 additional squirrels, I gotta replace the squirrels that I had that died in those fights, right? So these guys are gonna be able to get their armies up to pretty large numbers here, and there's gonna be a big fight over this middle, which JetEriksen has a nice position for. He's got that high ground. You know, vision advantage there is always great. He's got a nice turret set up. And, you know, that turret's actually a phenomenal turret here from JetEriksen. I mean, it's really doing its job completely. And I always try to say with defensive structures that the most bang for your buck you can get is when you're defending multiple things at once, right? And you can see here that that one turret defends his main base and his expansion, but what it doesn't defend are a couple of these Warrens on the side. Looked like Skyraider was thinking about trying to poke those down, but instead hard engages on top of JetEriksen, and that turret is doing a ton of damage for JetEriksen here. And Skyraider, quote-unquote, might have won that fight very slightly, but it would have been just a dominating engagement for him if Jet did not have that single turret. So really the MVP in that fight, I definitely have to say, was that turret there. Helping Jet trade almost equally with his opponent. And, you know, Jet's economy is not bad. You know, you got to remember Skyraider has the campfire, so they're both sitting on 10 right now. Nothing super crazy, but healthy economies. You know, good mid-game, 5-minute 30 economies here for both players. The Skyraider coming in for round number 2. JetEriksen does have a good amount of Falcons here, which is a great response to those Skunks. Skyraider is forced to back out. So how are they going to follow up from here? Well, now we're starting to get a little more scrappy. As there's been a couple back-to-back engagements, you can't really commit to new tech or expanding more tier 1s or anything like that, because now these players have to refinance their armies, right? And it's a shame because both these guys do have the Foxes, but it's going to be very difficult for either player to muster up that 360 food that you're going to need for that unit. And Jet is trying to buffer out on the map. I'd love to see him place a turret right on the edge of his territory here and help him in this middle of the map fight, because that's what this is all going to be about. This little bit of land is where the contention is going to lie. And sure enough, Jet is planting his flag. He takes the campfire, he takes the turret, poking into his opponent, but you know, Skyraider's army is looking pretty scary, so he's deciding if he wants a hard commit, and now he comes in for it. He has got a ton of Falcons to do a lot of damage here. Manages to wipe out a couple pigs. If he gets that Gristmill, it's gonna be game over. Some good clouds of gas coming out here for Skyraider, knocking out Jet's ground army for the most part. But Jet's got a very formidable air army left over, and Skyraider knows losing that base means losing the game, and he taps out. Alright, that was fun. What's up, Jet? Oh, Jet's in the chat now. Went from caster to chatter. Awesome possum. What's up, everybody? What's up, Chip? Send me a replay, damn it. I need more replays for tonight. Oh, man. Okay, I got one more on the docket here, guys. And if, I don't want to beg any more than I already have, but if anybody wants to send in a replay, man, and get it shown immediately, now's the time. Or if anybody wants to do a show match, let me know. If I don't see anything in the chat after this game, then I'll probably just head into some ranked matches for the duration of the show. So let's do JetEriksen versus Skyraider game number 2 here. Okay, spawning in the 12 o'clock position, we've got JetEriksen. And in the 5 o'clock, his opponent, Skyraider. So JetEriksen taking the moles this time around, and he also didn't queue a farm. So Skyraider isn't quite aware of it yet. Now he sees it, which is a total red flag, guys. If you go scout your opponent and they did not queue a farm, they are 100% either a new player or they're up to no good. So unfortunately for Jet, he didn't get the scout that he wanted there. I apologize, I'm not really toggling visibility this game. Tonight, rather, because I heard there's a glitch going on right now with visibility toggling with replays. I don't want anything like that to happen here. But what happened there was Jet wanted to do that 4-farm mole rush, right? But he did not scout Skyraider in time, so he was forced to go back and, you know, figure out something else to do instead, and decides to play pretty economic at this point. I don't mind these Warren placements out of Jet here. Kind of the same story that happened to Skyraider last game, right? Where if you have this high ground that's outside of your main base, you really just have to claim it. Like, you can't, you know, Jet really can't just throw those Warrens down, you know, like right there, for example, as if everything's normal. Because then Skyraider could just take that high ground position and harass the hell out of Jet's pig line. So, good decision, you know, from Jet. Little tip for you beginner players out there. Always take that high ground if it's outside of your base. And so far, so good. I mean, nothing crazy besides that mole aggression that Jet wanted to do early on, but was not able to because he did not scout his opponent in time. So we'll have to see where the game progresses from here. I mean, this is the standard 8-farm, 2 Warren, you know, spot in the game I talk about a lot, where this is kind of where your opening build's gonna end up, no matter how you slice it, right? Like, for the most part, even if you do something like go 4 farm double Warren, you're gonna try to, get damage done and then build your economy on the back of it to get an advantage. You're not going to see too often people going up to 3 or 4 Warrens before taking the 8 farms. It's not unheard of. I have seen it in certain games. I think I've seen it in matches with Chip in them, with matches with Gentlemen. And the rationale behind that is again, it's like a game of chicken with tier 1 Warrens, right? Like, if your opponent keeps building tier 1 and you don't, they're going to have a window to attack. So they're kind of like, what's up, man? Are you going to take a farm? Because if you start taking farms, I'm going to have a few more squirrels than you, and I'm going to come in and get something done. So Sky Raider does scout the tier 2 from JetEriksen, and this is what I'm worried about. Sky Raider could have punished with a lot of tier 1, and that's what he's deciding to do. Actually, a lot of toads. Yeah, this is a great example of it, guys. So JetEriksen went for the tier 2 play. Sky Raider sees that, and he says, you know what? My opponent's trying to take this expansion. Sky Raider's good with the scouting. He's probably seen this campfire. He sees the tier 2 coming out of Jet, and he's like, I'm going to try to bust him with so much army available to me right here, right now. And, Falcons are good, but in small numbers, I would favor the guy with more squirrels. Like 9 squirrels versus 8, 9 squirrels, 2 Falcons versus like 18 squirrels. I don't know if that math is exactly right. I didn't calculate it, but, something along those lines. I would go with the squirrel player there. No, it'd be 240 food for the Falcons, right? So 180 food for... No, so you'd only be a little bit ahead in squirrels. Interesting. But here we go. The toads are coming up. They get some good engagements. But these Falcons are actually raining death, just kind of making me sound like an idiot for what I just said, because those Falcons really did make a huge difference in that fight there. And that's kind of the high risk, high reward of taking that early tier 2, That window, there was a window, but Sky Raider arrived late to it. The window is when only one of those Falcons are out, or when none of those Falcons are out. But Sky Raider sold a lot of his Warrens to afford a more toad-heavy composition, which slowed down that attack. And interesting risk coming out of Sky Raider here, going for that quick tier 3. Not an insanely fast, crazy tier 3 or anything like that, but he's getting an Uncle's Butters out before the 5-minute mark. That's the plan. We'll see if JetEriksen gets the scout. He should be able to. Unfortunately, he does not. So he's not aware of that just quite yet. And Sky Raider deciding, I'm not going to keep pushing the issue, and decides to go ahead and make sure his economy stays toe-to-toe with his opponents. I mean, Sky knew that Jet had an expansion. Sky knew that Jet has a campfire. So he just wants to make sure to be able to match that. And what he was doing right there was 2 things. He was trying to check the size and composition of Jet's army, but Sky was also taking a look at how much Jet had saturated his second base, because that's another thing you want to kind of stay toe-to-toe with your opponent on, right? If you saturate a lot more than he does, and they fake you out, come in with a big attack, you might not be ready for it. So 5-minute mark did just hit, so these guys got to be careful. This is where it gets stressful, because all that income just kind of vanished. And granted, their economies are still pretty good here. They both have their second bases up. They both have their campfires up, and it's just going to be harder to reinforce over and over like they used to. And Sky Raider coming in here with Uncle Butters, trying to show everybody that this is a good unit. Let's see if it works out. Lots of explosions going off at the beginning of the fight as the Toads trade. Huge explosion out of Uncle Butters, weakening the hell out of all JetEriksen's units, if not killing them. And Sky Raider is able to take the fight, but can't push the issue too much. He's got to back out for now. Yeah, good play with Uncle Butters, and that's another good move Sky Raider just made there. Guys, when your economies are kind of low like this, 5, 6, 7 farms, you're not going to be able to re-afford that Uncle Boar and get your economy in better shape and, reinforce your army. So selling off that tier 3 Warren, put that 180 food back in your pocket. Sky Raider pushing the issue again. Jet needs to keep these ferrets alive. Manages to keep one alive at the very least, but Sky Raider's got momentum with this attack, and he's able to come in here and get some damage done to Jet's expansion. If he's able to target down these Falcons, that would be huge. He gets one, but he loses a lot of squirrels for it, and Jet takes the fight. Man, I love all my holiday skins actually make sense now. with Christmas right around the corner. Look at those guys in their nice little costume. Fine, Jet, sell the ferret. When I'm trying to ogle over it. Jeez. So where does this game go from here? I mean, these guys have kind of had to adjust their comps a little bit, sell a few things off, you know, kind of downgrade slightly. You know, Jet is making a good play here if it's going to pay off for him. He manages to take the rest of his farms. If he can hold off with that extra economy, he will beat Skyraider in the long run. Skyraider trying to come up here, but it puts him in a choke, which really allows JetEriksen's army, the Toad engagements, to be phenomenal there. And that is a very hard choke to fight up. You know, you got the rocks on the one side, the wall on the other. Some great Toad hits go off for Jet, and that's going to be enough damage to seal the deal for him. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, it looks like Kermit the Frog and Sly Fox. What are you guys trying to play something? Let me see. Let's see, what's happening? Is there a password is lol. Sly vs. Kermit, is that what we're doing? Is that what's going on here? Oh wait, what am I doing? Alright, we got a show match on board, guys. Maybe we'll do a best of 3? Perfect. Alright, cool. We're gonna do a best of 3 show match in between Frog and Sly Fox. Some live content. If that's the case, let me remove my censor. Beautiful. Appreciate everybody tuning in with me. And yeah, like, I got so many replay submissions. So that was not the issue at all, guys. It's just the patch. You know, I really want to make sure I don't have desync issues. I've had it happen live on the show before. It's just embarrassing. And so when a new patch comes out, I do have to throw all the old replays away. Try to avoid any of those issues. I know I can roll the game back, but I also don't like doing that because I don't want to confuse people who might be tuning in and seeing old balanced content. So thank you so much, everybody who submitted replays. If you want to be on the show next Tuesday night, submit your replay to ToothAndTailTV at gmail.com. I definitely need a handful of new replays for sure as the new patch just hit, which I'm psyched for this new patch, man. I agree with all the changes. It's really cool. I haven't got the chance to do ranked yet. I might just do a couple games after this best of 3, just to give it a shot. Nothing crazy though. Let's see, these guys are finalizing their builds. They're stream sniping each other, right? They're like, okay, let me wait and see what the other guys do it. Nah, I doubt it. I mean, I guess they could, but I highly doubt it. These guys are cool. They're just playing for fun, man. They're gonna show us some good games here, and let's get into it. Alright, spawning in the 6 o'clock position, we've got Frog. And in the 12 o'clock, we've got his opponent, Sly Fox. So, big shout out to both these players agreeing to do a quick little show match. This is live content here. These guys were in the chat with you nerds earlier. Let's see how they play the game. You know, Frog's got this really meta build from like a month ago, I want to say. You know, like that was super popular with the Wolf and the Smorgasbord of the Tier 2 and some combination of 2 of Squirrel, Lizard, Toad. And meanwhile, Sly Fox is running something a little more bread and butter. You know, I don't want to quite call it standard. We haven't seen a ton of Owl lately, and I don't think that's anything wrong with the Owl. I mean, there's a big distinction people forget about the meta versus balance, you know? I mean, if the metagame is to not use Owls because, you know, it's really aggressive, that doesn't mean the Owl's not a good late-game tool. It just means the current meta dictates that picking the Owl is not optimal because we're not going to get to the point in the game where the Owl matters. But we don't always see that. And when you do pick the Owl, you know, it makes a lot of sense to pair it up with a little bit of defense like we see Sly Fox doing here with the turrets, because you want to try to gobble up a good portion of the map and try to get that economy out to get that critical mass of like 3-4 Owls out that just gets insane for your opponent to deal with. So So far, so good, man. I mean, standard openings from both these players, getting to that 8 farm, 2 tier 1 Warren kind of composition, you know, right around 130. So we'll have to see the big decisions coming out soon. You know, does Slyfox take that campfire? Does Frog just build a bunch of tier 1? Slyfox actually taking an interesting campfire. I'm not so sure about that one, to be honest. It's kind of right in the middle of the map, unless he wants to defend it, which he does. So in that case, I do like this play a lot. Actually, I love this play because that little high ground right there is such a phenomenal spot to throw a turret or two, man. This is going to be very powerful for Slyfox if he's able to secure this position. And I also really like it because it allows him to save this campfire for later, right? Which is another kind of counterintuitive RTS concept, right? Where if I'm Slyfox, if I possibly can, this is a little bit of a bad, well actually I'll do it over here. So if I'm Slyfox, you know, taking this gristmill is safer than taking this one. But if I do manage to take this one and take that area, then I get this gristmill whenever I want it. I've already secured it. You know, you secure both of them at the same time. So not quite that here, but a little bit of a similar thing with him taking this forward campfire. There's a lot of reasons for this. It gives him a phenomenal spot on the map. It allows him to save that other campfire for later, but great response from Frog here. You know, he really angled around his opponent's defense and was able to take that campfire out. And unfortunately, his commander did go down there, which, man, that's real unfortunate for Frog, because the value that he got from that engagement, he took a successful engagement, he knocked out the campfire, and then he was in a great position to just back up. But his commander did go down, so then with his commander went the rest of his army kind of walking into the turret, and it puts Slyfox in a great position. Here we go, the long hike around, but Slyfox pounces on Frog while his army was still spread out, you know, on the road, and started taking a good engagement, but the concave and the reinforcements and the poison gas over time managed to be enough for Frog to push the issue and wipe Sly's army, and now it's going to be hard for Sly to reinforce. He does manage to push back Frog, and I'd like to see Frog, yeah, he starts backing out for now, but takes a couple more losses than he needed to there. And man, this game's starting to go pretty back and forth here. Like, it's unfortunate for Frog, man. He takes like a really good spot, he takes a great fight, and then, you know, his commander died in the first one, and that one he might have overextended just slightly, and throws the value right back into Slyfox's favor. So nice expansion out of Frog. You know, Slyfox, from taking this campfire and turret, he secured a lot of the map for himself. Yeah, if he can split this map, you know, throw another turret on that high ground, for example, create that kind of valley of death for his opponent, you know, he's essentially, with just a little bit of defense, he's securing like 3 gristmills and a campfire for himself. So great play there. Frog is sitting on this really heavy tier 1 style, now starting to get some tier 2 back into it. Did decide to sell off his skunks earlier on. Hey, thanks for the follow, Rebana, I appreciate it, man. Alright, so yeah, Slyfox did manage to secure that expansion, get a couple farms on it, and Frog does have his own expansion up, but Slyfox's economy is in the lead. I did see somebody note earlier in chat I should show the graphs a little more. That is a good tip, man. So I'll try to keep that in mind and throw those numbers up there for you guys to check out every now and then. But this is the big story here. Slyfox finally deciding he's got enough momentum, he's got good map control, he's got a good economy going, and I'm going to throw down 2 owls. And that's going to create a great backbone to his army, because owls are still a really strong unit, you guys. I mean, just because they're not super in the meta does not mean that they're weak. It's just that the meta is one that is not necessarily favoring them. And it's kind of like the snake, too. Like, the snake you don't always see, but the snake is a great counter to any unit that's got a lot of HP. You know, the skunks, the chameleons, hell, even the falcons, you know, I think a tag, maybe 2 tags is enough. I'm not quite sure on the math on that one. You know, against something like a fox, like I'm a big fox player, so when my opponent has snakes and just barely kills me with like the last tick, it feels so bad, man. So I like it, and I like just a couple snakes, because it's a unit you really want to micro to get the most out of them. You just kind of want to walk from unit to unit in your opponent's army and just click on them once each with your snake. And great concave for Frog here. You know, catching Slyfox in a little bit of a choke, but now he's walking through the choke and walking through all that gas that's in the choke as well. Alright, I'm going to be brave here and toggle visibility. Okay, so he is aware of Slyfox's other base. I was going to say, if he thinks that's Slyfox's expansion, he's going to be very disappointed. But, again, man, I feel like that's the story of this game. Like, Frog is taking really good engagements, but he just overextends, man. You gotta... That's what makes Tooth and Tail so hard, is you gotta get in there, you gotta get the damage done, and then you gotta know, okay, let me back up, let me heal my units, let me you know, get all my crap together, let my reinforcements come back in, and then go in for the kill. That gentleman saying he thinks one base owl is strong. Yeah, I would agree with that, man. I don't think you can kind of chime in on it, but I don't think one owl by itself is super strong. Like, if you could do a one base owl build and sneak out 2 of them somehow, I think that would be really, really good. All right, so we are doing a little best of 3 here. So Slyfox takes round 1 and puts Frog on match point. Frog's got to bring his A game here to take this to game 3. Okay, spawning in the 9 o'clock position, we've got Frog. And spawning in the 3 o'clock, we've got Slyfox. Yeah, I think Slyfox's play last game was very good. I think it really demonstrated the importance of map control. You know, he took that risky campfire up front. He defended it very well with just a couple turrets. You know, he didn't go crazy with turrets. He didn't build 5 or 6. You know, just 1 or 2 in good positions is all you need. And he was able to kind of keep the pressure on Frog, because Frog knew the clock was ticking, right? Because Slyfox was splitting the map in a very favorable way for himself. You know, think about if Slyfox took this base outside of Frog's, right? Like, you just can't let that happen or you're going to get contained. And it wasn't that extreme, but the pressure was on. But here we go. Frog catching Slyfox out of position, not ready for this mole rush. Sly is aware of it. He's going to get a squirrel out. This is going to be a very important squirrel in this fight. He's got to keep this squirrel alive. If that squirrel goes down, which it does, it's going to make it much harder for him. I believe Frog lost a mole there as well. So he's going to back up, try to reinforce, but he's on a timer here, because if those turrets go up, it's not going to be good. 2 moles go down, and I think Frog is going to have to concede it. No, he's going to try to keep it going. And yeah, he sells off all the moles. And another little thing, too, is when you sell your moles, you want to make sure you retreat with your moles, let them go back to your territory, and heal up all the way so you get the full refund. But Slyfox held that attack phenomenally. You know, I don't mind the play out of Frog. I think it's good to mix up and try to do some aggressive stuff from time to time as well, you know? So taking that mole attack, you know, was a good try. Valiant effort, but Slyfox was able to hold it well. And it's going to put him in a little bit of a lead here. You know, actually quite a significant lead, being honest. I believe 2, if not 3 moles went down. No, I think it was like 2.5 moles, right? Like, I think 2 moles died right out, and the 3rd mole was sold for at about half value, maybe a little less. So, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man. I love this play. This is very, like, take notes on this, guys, because this is really what the game is about. You know, Slyfox taking this expansion, putting pressure on his opponent. And if this attack doesn't work out, which it very well might, and just end the game right here, right now, as Slyfox is using this high ground, but, you know, he's taking this base, you know, look how much territory he's got. He can reinforce this with a couple turrets, and he can really start containing Frog, and then he's just got this base for whenever he wants it. It's nice and safe. You know, it's already, you know, basically well defended. Yeah, great turrets come out of Slyfox, but I would almost like to see Slyfox throw these turrets, like, right on the edge of his territory and just really pin Frog in. You know, he's got enough squirrels where he could have defended those turrets in a more aggressive position. And I would have liked to see Frog tech to the ferrets, as he kind of saw Slyfox doing this in game number 1, right? He saw Sly really likes to get out on the map, start creating, like, soft contains, you know, start throwing up turrets and choke points, and ferrets are just a phenomenal answer to that, so. You never know, though. It's not always that cut and dry, you know. Just because Slyfox did that in the first game doesn't necessarily mean he's going to do it again, right? So Slyfox has a lead, but he's being careful. He's not really pushing the tempo. He's not trying to keep trading. And if he hangs out, yeah, he's coming in now. Which I think is the right move to make. Because I think Frog was actually also making the right move here. Which is, you know, I'm behind. I'm going to take a risk and try to saturate up these bases quickly. And maybe try to make a little bit of money faster than my opponent. But it was a risk, right? I mean, he did sell a couple of those building farms, but he went for half saturation, you know, right out the get-go, which I think is a play. If you're behind, you got to take a risk. And if you're ahead, just play safe. You know, when you're ahead, you're in the driver's seat. You know, Frog's in the position where the burden is on him to catch up to Slyfox. And whether that's going to be taking a really good engagement, doing something clever like mind games, or just trying to get ahead in the macro, which is what Frog opted for. But, you know, Sly's value is quite higher at this point. You know, I understand the thinking behind that attack for Frog, but he really can't answer this from Slyfox. He's got to just hang out and hope he has enough with Defender's advantage to stay alive as long as possible. And here comes that Snake Micro. This is going to be painful. It's almost as painful as Ferret Micro, but the Snake does go down. But Slyfox doesn't even care because he's got the numbers at this point. He's going to be able to take this expansion out, and I think that's going to be all she wrote for Frog at this point. Yeah, and Sly's making the right move. You know, just saying, I don't have to go in there. I don't have to take an unfavorable engagement. I'm not exactly sure what you have, so I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to build a couple more farms, going to reinforce. Oh, man. Poor Frog. I see what he was going for. He sold all his stuff, and he was going to try to build a bunch of moles, maybe like right here, and try to base race his opponent, but the poison ended up taking out the commander for Frog here. Wasn't able to get over there in time, and that's going to be it. Very cool. Thank you so much for doing the show match, guys. Big shout out to those players for stepping up, doing that last minute for me. Yeah, thank you so much, Slyfox and Kermit the Frog there. Really, really cool. Okay, guys. Let's see. What time is it? 9:30. I am gonna grab a drink real quick, just a little micro break, and I think I might just play a couple ladder matches. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be back in just a sec. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I am back. Just had to get some of that glorious Florida sweet tea. Man, living in the South has a couple perks. Not a whole lot, but there's a few. You know what I didn't realize was that boiled peanuts is like a North Florida, Georgia thing. Like, that is such a good snack, man. I can't believe most people don't eat boiled peanuts, dude. It's actually pretty healthy, you know? And delicious and cheap. Try it out, man. Get a crock pot, get a bunch of salt and Cajun pepper and stuff, and make some boiled peanuts. You will not be disappointed. I'm gonna let my cat in. My poor cat's been sitting on the porch for an hour and a half. Sometimes I forget her when I go outside. Alright. Show us the stats. Try pressing tab while queued for rank. What part of Florida? I'm in Jacksonville. Boiled peanuts. TnT players eat meat. Dude, I make the best beef jerky, man. Are you kidding me? I have a dehydrator. Ugh. So good. When you want to stream snipe. Hey, man. Don't stream snipe me. Oh, cool. Did you see like a breakdown? Alright, what am I gonna do? Something like that? Oh, for some reason I thought I was in the south of the map. Okay, okay. Been a little bit, I'm a little rusty, so I guess in theory I should be against low-level players, right? So I should win my first couple games, we'll see. I haven't heard of this guy. Maybe he's stream sniping me, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna play standard. Oh, that hurts. And make sure the stream is good real quick. Yep, everything's fine. Cool, cool. Alright, let's go see what this nerd's doing. Looks okay. He's got a campfire. Looks like he was missing some food, so he might have just been floating. I actually might... well, I was gonna sell that. Now I'll sell it. Get those farms out just a little faster. Sorry, I am not the best at commentary when I'm talking, man. If you have seen a stream where I play ranked, I normally just like to turn on some music and... Let's YOLO, let's take that campfire. See if we get away with it. I don't have lizards, so it's gonna be hard to defend. Oh man, I should have taken that campfire. You know what, I will. How about that? One more and double campfire opening, let's do it. Don't try this at home. I don't know if this is good. Probably not. It's good if I don't get punished. If he doesn't scout it. If he doesn't move out against me, which he is. He might be. Probably is. I'll build a turret just in case. Kind of invested a lot in campfires. No, he's not moving out. He's just taking that base. Alright, let's do some crazy stuff, guys. I'm not messing around. So he's gonna invest in his gristmill, and then I should be able to come in and poke upon it with the fox. He's not gonna be able to get in and scout the fox. Probably just sees my turret and thinks I'm bad. Which is not a bad thing if your opponent thinks you're bad. He hasn't scouted my campfires yet, so I'm happy about that. He's got some tier 2, he's got some variety. Yeah, I'm worried about those lizards, because he's going to be able to just get in there and take my campfires pretty effectively with that. I don't really need this turret, but I've been pretty greedy getting the fox, getting the couple campfires, so I just want to be safe. Just want to be safe till I get this fox out. There it is. And then, let's see. If I could take this base and get a turret up on that high ground where that campfire is, I should be able to harass my fox, have a spot to fall back to. Gee. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to wait till I have the fox to be able to take this. Oh, I'm running out of spots to play stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna be really boned if he finds this campfire now. Come on. Oof. Okay. Alright. Alright. We got the fox. Ooh. No. A little too hard there. Oh. I think we're good. We might lose the gristmill, but I don't really care about that. Got the gristmill. I think I'm in good shape. Yeah, I'm in real good shape now. Yeah, we did it. I think I just win the game from here. Run away. Yeah, he can't engage me anymore. Cannot engage me. My army is pretty good. There it is. Alright. Nah, I thought it was a good map for the Fox because of that campfire spot that I could harass. Delthius' beef jerky will be the next tournament prize. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. Dude, the 4-farm Fox, man. I've done it. I've done it before. Premium Bow one day when I was streaming ranked was like convincing me to do a 4-farm Fox, and I actually took a couple games. Like I beat Mia Mari with it. So, I mean, it can work, but most of the time it doesn't. Alright, I gotta start building these points. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This isn't normally what I do, but kind of ran out of content because all the new patches and hotfixes and stuff, so still want to give you guys a 2-hour show. Figured I'd do a little bit of laddering. I know I'm boring playing the same deck, but I really like this deck. Like, it's fun to play, and I've got a lot of options. I am vulnerable to lizards with it. I mean, you can make an argument to drop the pigeons for the toads or the lizards, or drop one of the tier 2 perhaps. But I feel like the squirrel, fox, and turret are pretty necessary. This map feels small. Where's this guy at? I guess he's in the upper 3 o'clock that I didn't scout. Oh, I gotta make a, yeah, you can make a custom logo for your flag, can't you? Oh crap, I'm not paying attention. Whoops, floated my money too much. I need to get my TnTTV logo on my flag. That'd be awesome. Shouldn't be that hard to do. Maybe I could do it after this game. I don't know if that's too much, though. I don't know if it's just like... I don't know what the limitations are on custom flags. I'll look into it a little bit. It's a nice little pocket base. I don't think I recognize who this player is either. So I don't really know what to expect. Let me make sure he's not doing anything crazy. Bird. Yeah, he is. Going for that tier 2 right off the bat. Ooh, and a balloon over there. Why over there? Interesting. Why is that balloon over there? Gonna go up to 12 squirrel and expand. And just start building a well-rounded army. It's normally a good punishment for nonsense, is to just play straight up. Okay. I don't think his territory reaches all the way over there to be hiding something with that balloon, right? I don't know, man. Maybe he's just derping around. Maybe that's what it is. So he spent his money on a balloon. Actually, I might just do a big squirrel attack. I think that's the right answer. I get one more out. Just one more. Just one more. Okay. Okay. Am I ever gonna be able to afford that campfire? Probably not soon. Oh, I could probably stop that. What's he got? Chameleons? Ooh, he's got skunks. It's gonna be a pain in my ass. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We do this. Do something like this. We do that. Ooh, that probably wasn't too good. Oh, it sucks for me that skunk was there. I didn't think it was gonna matter that much. Back, let the Falcons deal with that. Oh, maybe he's new or something, because I don't think he's aware of that. Oh no! I'm the worst. Whatever. Whatever. I guess we should saturate our base a little bit. I was thinking about throwing down a Foxhorn. I'm floating a lot of money. Let's just do that. Perfect. Man, I am balling this game. Lots and lots of turrets. I actually should be a little more concerned than I am because I don't have really access to any more bases. I can go take that 6 o'clock now, but it's gonna be hard to hold. So I think what I'm gonna do is build a pretty strong standard army. Probably no Fox. I mean, if he's not gonna defend that, I can just go in and build it now. Where is his army? Where's your army, bro? Not where it's supposed to be. Alright, looking good. See if he took anything else. Yep, okay. Oh, I'm making so much money. I need to claim that gristmill, is what I need to do. He's got like no units that can hit him. Take out those damn skunks. Oh, I got wrecked. Damn, man. I'm really underestimating skunks. He got a fox. I don't think so, buddy. I am really underestimating skunks. I have taken a lot of terrible engagements this game. Just thinking that the skunks are gonna die. And they don't. Let me just check. Just to make sure he didn't take the 6 o'clock base. And once my units finish, I should be able to just push out and win the game. I think I've done enough damage. Especially losing that fox. That really hurt him. What are you doing over here? Got him. GG. The weather balloon. Oh man. Racking up all the nerd points. 40 points. This ain't no game. Man, taking my hopper. Taking the hopper from me. How am I supposed to be the champion of the common folk? Alright. I think I've seen this guy before. I don't think I've done a replay or casted him in any tournaments or anything, but I think I've seen him on the ladder. At the very least. Alright. There's his base. Cool. Ugh. Alright. I think I'm gonna show the 2 Warren Fox build here. I think my base is safe enough for it. I'll have to can't promise it just yet. I gotta see what he does, but that's what I'm thinking this game. Damn, and I got that campfire right there too? What's up, Hop? Let's see, what is he doing? He's got a couple nice expansions. I haven't scouted the whole map yet. He hasn't spent his money. I keep trying to scout that way, that's why I keep getting screwed up. So I'm gonna take that. I want to fit a turret up here somewhere. Maybe right there, I guess. Actually, I want to do that. Leaves me a little bit exposed if he attacks like right now, but I don't think he's going to. Because then now I can fit a little turret right there. Nice little defendable position. Fake him out. Scout. I don't think he got all the way back anyways. Now we're cooking with fire. Just throw the turret down just to feel safe. I'm being really greedy, so I'm okay with paying for that turret. I mean, if I can, I will take that from you. Is he gonna respond? Nope. Sweet. Ah, I do not have room to place warrants. Fox on the way. 2 campfires, not doing too bad. Did he try to take that again? No. Okay. He probably took the 11 o'clock. Is what I'm guessing. I really need to start muscling for position. I'm saving a little bit of money so I can build some warrants out here. And a turret. Okay, he thinks he's gonna be slick with his ferrets. Oh god. No, why aren't you moving? Oh, what? Are you serious? It seemed like there was a false start. I don't know what I did wrong. That's game. I'm gonna lose now. Man, I do not know what happened there. I was holding the button and the fox did not. I flipped off it for a second because I wanted to build a turret, and that just happened to be when the ferret came in to hit it. Damn it! But then I switched back to it, and I hit the button to move it, and it like delayed moving for a second. I'm probably full of crap. I probably just suck. Wrecked. Wrecked. I was gonna win that game so hard. Ah. I was in such a good spot. You can't. That's the thing about this build is you just can't lose the fox. It's not an option. If it happens, you're dead. I'm banking on my good micro, which I do have, even though that game did not look like it. I'm a human too. We all mess up from time to time. Alright. This is a weird map. This is a weird ass map. I gotta redeem myself. I gotta do some better fox play this game. I know what the people are here for. They're here for the fox micro. I wonder if he's gonna actually try to come in from the water. Like, I'm aware that he can do that, but I'm probably not gonna calculate too much for it. If that makes sense. I'm still probably gonna treat this opening position like I have one entrance. I want to take that campfire, but I feel like he would see it. Feel like he would know if I did it. So if I do manage to get out to the middle of the map, I can split this pretty well for myself. Let's see what he spends his money on. Sneaky. Undercover Hopper. Is he taking the expansion? I would love to see him take this expansion. He took a campfire. I'm fine with that. Now, he doesn't have lizards, so I'm not super worried about him giving me the old runaround. Once the fox is out, I can start muscling up for that base, which he is already taking, so I really hope he doesn't siege me. Keep my eye on his movements. Yeah, see, I'm okay. Like, I have to forfeit that ground to him right now. Because I put so much money into the fox, but I haven't seen any defensive structures yet. As long as he doesn't have defensive structures that back this up, I should be able to really punish him for putting his gristmills out on the front, or his warrens out on the front like that. Yep, I feel like I'm in an okay spot. Let's just make sure no drumfire cannon or anything like that's happening. Oh, air balloon, of course. Should we secret agent? Should we Metal Gear Solid Fox here? I'm gonna have to really reinforce this front position. So that way if he does just counter me, counterattack, my standing army hopefully deals with it. Secret Agent Fox, giving you a number, taking away your pigs. Yeah, so he's gonna counterattack, right? Sweet. Bye-bye.
Delthius.
Woo! Danger zone. I mean, that balloon's a real big pain in the ass. Five minutes in, gotta keep the economy going. Damn it. I mean, I really screwed his economy earlier, right? I killed 8 pigs. Like, you should be really hurting. Oh, but he got full saturation on that base, so you really can't have a whole lot of army. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, that was so bad! Oh, why am I so bad? Oh! Oh. Delthius. I didn't want the fox to move up like that. I wanted the other units to. And you just get... Ooh! You get my farms up. How far ahead is he? How many balloons does he have? Oh my god! I might just lose. The balloon kind of screwed me. He's gonna get so many bases. I mean, let's see. And my army wasn't up on the front. See if he overextends. Yeah, I think he's got it. Darn it, man. Can't believe that fox got hit by the balloon. Ugh. Man, I can't believe... I guess I was... a good response from him. Like, I really didn't expect him to have that second base saturated. Because I thought when I killed 8 pigs with my fox... I mean, even though I lost the fox, like, I got the value out of it. You know, 480 food and pigs alone. But I really shouldn't have let him get that high ground. I think it was I think the mistake of that game was assuming the fox would allow me to break that high ground. That was a big assumption. I was assuming he didn't have balloons because he didn't place any immediately. So that's really where I messed up the most. And then of course mismicroing the fox. Alright, let's see what's going on in this game. Take a look at the map. Not bad for me at all, actually. Once I take my expansion base, I can basically secure the rest of those fairly easily. Fairly easily, I can get up to 4 bases. Meanwhile, he's got a nice campfire, a nice gristmill, but that's about it. God, I can't believe I ran my fox up like that. Oof. I'm still salty. We're gonna do it right this time. This is another good map for it. I think I'm gonna be more conservative with my turrets this game. I don't think I'm gonna auto throw one down. I think I'm just gonna throw down a turret if he attacks. So far, he's just playing pretty standard. Getting a couple squirrels, getting the campfire. No big deal. I should be able to get my fox out. To put a turret like right there afterwards. You shouldn't be able to scout. Okay, so now we want to start muscling for the map. Now he sees what's up. He's not gonna be happy. It's probably gonna trigger him to move out. That's what I would do if I was him. Ton of squirrels, man. Bring it on! Oh, that chameleon warren's gonna die. That blows. Should be able to hold. Wasn't too bad. Took a little bit of damage, but not game-ending damage. Oh, the chameleon! I forgot he had chameleons. Where is chameleons? Trying to come up on my fox. Maybe he sold them. They would have showed themselves by now, right? Oh, there he is. What the hell? The value trade! Choo-choo! Kinda sucks fighting uphill with a fox. It's not really ideal. Hey, his commander died. So paranoid about these chameleons. There he goes. That's how you do it. Surge is kind of the name you'd expect for a random French guy. French grandpa. Hey, what's wrong with going fox? What, am I supposed to go moles? Oh, I did see that you said more moles, less fox, but I thought you were making a joke like, if I want to win, go more moles, less fox. What time is it? Ooh, okay, last game. People have been requesting mole rush. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have my second monitor set up. Alright, this is gonna be the last game. Let's do something different. I'm not good at mole rushing, but I will try. I will try for you nerds. Yeah, I'm not really like a hyper-aggressive player. But you need 2 moles, right? Don't I need 2? Should I go for that corner? Oh shit, I don't want a campfire. Fuck! Well, that... Cat's out of the bagel now. Let's see if I can still do it. I need 2 moles, right? Damn it, that wasn't supposed to be a campfire. I was trying to place a freaking mole. Alright. Alright. That's as much as I'm doing. We did it. We got a pig. We didn't lose a mole. I didn't go all in because he was building mines. I don't know. I don't know, man. Damn it, that could have been slicker if I didn't accidentally hit that campfire. That's okay. I didn't make an idiot out of myself though. I think I did that kind of successfully. I don't think I needed that 3rd mole. But, I mean, why not? Because I was out there anyways, right? Ooh, okay. Is that what we're doing? He's mining me. I wonder if I could use a mole as like a minesweeper. Right? Because like one mine's not gonna kill a mole. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I don't know. I don't use moles. I'm not a molar. Alright. Alright, mole. Gladly sacrifice. Wonder if he covered his flanks. Oh, am I being too greedy? Yeah. Damn it. Damn it, that was going good. I should have backed out. I shouldn't have went for that last pick.
Town in Yapal. Loyaza. On Hall.
Where are the chameleons? No, my beautiful falcons. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Oh god, is he gonna win? Oof. How does he have money? I thought he doesn't have an expansion. I haven't scouted up here. harassment. Should have taken chameleons. Oh, I think I meant to, and I took skunks. Why am I not building skunks? Oh shit. No, God. Oh, I just realized I just sold my falcons. He attacks right now. Shit. Damn it, that was dumb of me. I wasn't thinking about the fact when I sell the building. The falcons are gonna be gone too. Well, at least it didn't press me. Man, I'm playing horribly this game. You guys taking me out of my element. I mean, if I can just... If he waits and he lets me build a bunch of farms. I mean, that's all the squirrels he has. That's not terrible. Oh, damn it.
This went.
Okay. I think I'm dead. Skunk did as best he could. Damn, 3 of my farms died. Yeah, damn it. It was a nice mole rush. Okay, last one. Wind on a high note. Like, where did I... Oh, I messed up that game when I pushed in a little too far and he got a good mine hit and I lost my 4 falcons. Yeah, I think when I lost those falcons, I tried getting back into it with some lizard runarounds, but I gotta use his mines well. And I honestly thought I had chameleons. Also, taking that gristmill on the high ground, if I would have taken my pocket, I would have stayed alive. A lot of little mistakes. Do 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 do.
As yes, Petiam Galt.
Actually, I think I want to plant both my warrens and then go scout, and then I can scout the 12 o'clock. My money is gonna get spent on the squirrels.
Jag vängar vad all onovos jag hjälpte.
Alright.
Vav för vårt fav.
To go for a chameleon push this game.
Tabil. Linjan Lotaljosh.
Nice scout, man.
Nakingi.
That was pretty immediate. I don't know if he's really gonna be able to punish it though, because it's not a very greedy chameleon. I mean, kind of, but unless he's got lizards and attacked me like right now. He's got lizards. He's lagging. I think with my defender's advantage though, I'm still okay. Alright.
Jag hjälpte med smitthuset. Tack Jolin! Lojen!
Let's do it. Ooh, 1 HP. Hype. How does he have that much more than me? I thought I did pretty well in that fight. Did I not? Yeah, it really felt like I did well. Maybe I overextended a little bit. Felt like I won that fight. I guess not. Ho ho!
This is Delthius. Delthius, Bosnix. Loyoj! Det är inte nog Delthius. Jättik!
Damn it, man. I don't think I can deal with that ferret. I'm still really confused on how I did not win that first fight. Felt like I did, but he came back with so much, and he really won the game off the counterattack. Target the Falcon! Okay, how did I lose that first fight? In the fight, I focused down 2 Warrens and didn't kill anything. Maybe. Let me see. Let us see. God. Yeah, I guess the Warrens just tank too much. Ugh. Okay, one more game. Oh, leave on a win. Let's see what we got. Yeah, those Warrens tanked a lot of damage. That's what it is. That defender's advantage is real. I'll start playing ferrets in the build instead of chameleons now. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like they're unplayable with the nerf. They're still pretty strong. Alright. Pretty open to go for a fast fox. I might go for a 2-base fox play. Hopefully he doesn't kill me for doing this, but I'm gonna go 8 farm. Just because he just scouted that I went for a safe opening, so I don't think he would rush me. Where's the rest of his money?
Yes, Bethlehem gal.
Alright, let's see here. Map looks pretty good for me, not gonna lie. It's gonna be hard to go for a fast fox here. I'm so open.
C'est votre fave.
We'll try it anyways. Then I can maybe take this grist mill, set up shop up front, build a little turret line I can retreat to. He's building a ton of lizards. I'm worried he might run around and snipe my fox warren. units about right there. I mean, he hasn't really done anything yet. Oh, there he goes. Shit, 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 shit. I think I'll win this engagement with the defender's advantage. Yeah. I mean, he killed a farm and a warren, but whatever. Set up this like soft contain. Oh, really? No! Damn it! I hate when my base is all open. Freaking lizards, man. He should lose the game though for doing that, right? He's gonna lose everything. Oh my god. He'll run around. Killing my base. Just build a ferret, right? Oh my god. No, 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 no! Is he... Really? Just with that many lizards? Ugh. Good play. Damn it. Oh well. That sucks. Blah. Yeah, there's some good runarounds. Good ending there. Okay, okay, last one. This will be it for real. I really didn't think you would have enough units to... Well, I thought... I was so confident in it because I didn't realize my army was up near my turret. I thought my army was a little more on my gristmill. Like, you was just shooting that gristmill for free for a long time. Alright, where's this guy at? Probably in the 3 o'clock. I'll just scout. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that always like feels the worst when that happens to you, but it feels so slick when you do it, man. If I just had a campfire, I would have won that game. It's weird. I didn't see his warren, but I should have one. Actually, no. I think the math. If I don't want to block it. No, I could have. Yeah. Okay. Might actually try to move out with a couple squirrels, take advantage of that high ground, and him building a late warren. We'll see. I'm not gonna overcommit. I mean, if I can get something done, great. If not, no big deal. I might just play more standard this game and try to take a campfire advantage into the big game. No, he's fine. Oh! Calculated. You want to expand? That's alright. We can expand. Of course he's got skunks. Why wouldn't he? When I build 18 squirrels. Falcons are pretty good. Oh, it's stressful. All right. Now maybe if I could sneak out a fox, that'd be nice. That was a good engagement. That was good. We're doing good. Killing a lot of skunks. I think we're all right. That's probably game right there, right? Shouldn't be able to have anything left. Ray. Oh yeah, no, I knew he was Gentlemen, no fox. Nah, I knew he was super far behind. Absolutely. I knew I didn't need the fox. But, alright guys, I think that's going to be it. We went pretty long, 10:30ish. So, leave on a win, that's good. Yeah, I went on a couple losses there. That's alright, I'm a little rusty, I haven't got to play lately. And a couple of my poor foxes died, and that's unfortunately all it takes sometimes. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll be on track for a regular show next Tuesday. Please submit me those replays at ToothAndTailTV at gmail.com. And that's it. So, thanks for joining me tonight, everybody, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Take care.